This is a Global Wisdom Insight in-depth report, focusing on the critical and evolving situations in Gaza and the West Bank. Today, we bring you comprehensive information, integrating recent dispatches, including details that emerged just hours ago. Our aim is to provide a deeper understanding of the complex realities on the ground. Our report begins with the deeply distressing news from Gaza, specifically the al-Nuseirat refugee camp. Medical authorities there have confirmed a tragic Israeli airstrike which resulted in the immediate deaths of 10 individuals. Among the casualties were 6 children, a heartbreaking detail that underscores the profound human cost of this conflict. This horrific event occurred at a vital water collection point, a place where civilians, already struggling with severe shortages, gather daily for their most basic needs. Eyewitness accounts consistently describe a drone firing directly upon a crowd of desperate civilians, who were patiently waiting in line with their empty containers, seeking water for their families. The Israeli military has acknowledged carrying out this strike. However, their official explanation attributes the devastating outcome to a technical error. They assert that the munition veered dozens of meters off course from its intended target, which they identified as an Islamic Jihad fighter. It is crucial to highlight that the Israeli army has not yet provided any verifiable evidence to substantiate this claim. This single incident contributed to a grim toll across Gaza, with at least 31 people reported killed on that particular Sunday. Furthermore, it's important to remember that Israel maintains significant restrictions on independent journalistic access to Gaza from Jerusalem, which complicates efforts to independently verify events and accounts from the ground. This lack of unrestricted access means that much of the information comes through specific channels, making comprehensive verification difficult. Reports from various correspondents and humanitarian organizations on the ground, including dispatches from Nick Beek, consistently emphasize the immense human toll of strikes like the one in the Nuseirat refugee camp. Harrowing video footage has surfaced, showing the lifeless bodies of children and adults, surrounded by scattered water containers. These images serve as a stark and painful visual record of the immediate and brutal aftermath of such an attack, reflecting the suddenness with which lives can be irrevocably altered. In response to these profoundly disturbing events, the Israeli military has issued a statement. They reiterated that their original target was an individual they described as an Islamic Jihad terrorist. They continue to maintain that the tragic collateral damage was a direct result of a technical error with the munition, causing it to fall a significant distance from its intended mark. The military has stated that the incident is now officially under review. Moreover, they have acknowledged being aware of what they term claims of casualties, and have pledged to investigate these further, expressing regret for any harm to uninvolved civilians. However, a strong chorus of critics, including human rights organizations and international observers, argue that such military operations, particularly when conducted in densely populated civilian areas like the refugee camps of Gaza, carry inherent and often unacceptable risks to civilian lives. They contend that these incidents are not merely isolated errors but rather underscore a recurring and deeply troubling pattern of civilian harm in this prolonged conflict. The constant threat of strikes, even those described as accidental, creates an environment of fear and instability for millions. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza is further compounded by extreme difficulties in aid distribution, often leading to tragic outcomes. Just recently, the Red Cross reported a separate, devastating event. 31 people were killed while attempting to collect desperately needed aid at a distribution point in the southern part of Gaza. The Red Cross explicitly stated that the vast majority of these victims suffered gunshot wounds. Eyewitnesses at the scene directly accused Israeli soldiers of firing on the crowd, a claim that has sparked widespread international concern. The Israeli military, in response, denies intentionally firing at civilians. Meanwhile, a significant development in the aid landscape has seen an organization now managing the distribution of aid in Gaza, taking over from the United Nations. This organization, reportedly backed by both the US and Israel, has leveled serious accusations against the United Nations itself. They have accused the UN of employing misleading information and of allegedly siding with Hamas concerning the events that have unfolded over the past 7 weeks. This counter-accusation comes at a time when the United Nations reports a staggering and ever-increasing toll, nearly 800 people, and potentially even more, have tragically lost their lives in Gaza while attempting to access life-saving aid over these past 7 weeks. This stark disparity in narratives and accusations highlights the deep distrust and the immense complexities surrounding humanitarian efforts in a conflict zone, where aid itself becomes a focal point of contention and danger. The shadow of the conflict is not confined to Gaza. It extends significantly into the occupied West Bank, a territory that frequently experiences high tensions and bursts of violence. A recent and particularly poignant example of this was the funeral held for 2 men who were tragically killed in an attack perpetrated by Israeli settlers. A large crowd of people gathered, united in their grief, to mourn their loss and pay their final respects. Among the victims was 20-year-old Palestinian-American al-Nuseirat, who was reportedly beaten to death by Israeli settlers outside a village near Ramallah. Another young life cut short was that of 23-year-old Mohammed al-Shalabi, who was killed after being shot during the same attack. This specific incident occurred as activists and local Palestinians were attempting to dismantle an illegal settler outpost in a town north of Ramallah. These outposts, often established without official authorization and sometimes even in defiance of Israeli law, are a continuous and significant source of friction, dispossession, and violence in the West Bank, frequently leading to clashes between Palestinian residents and Israeli settlers, as well as Israeli security forces. The presence and expansion of these outposts are a core component of the ongoing conflict in the West Bank. These individual events, whether the devastating airstrikes in Gaza or the fatal attacks by settlers in the West Bank, collectively paint a grim and urgent picture of a conflict that continues to exact an unimaginable toll on civilian lives. The narratives surrounding these incidents are almost always contested, a reflection of the deep-seated historical grievances, profound political complexities, and the asymmetric nature of power in the region. For us at Global Wisdom Insight, our objective is to present these facts as clearly as possible, to illuminate the immense human suffering, and to foster a deeper, more nuanced understanding of the intricate geopolitical forces at play. The relentless cycle of violence, the escalating humanitarian crisis, and the ongoing struggle for basic rights, including access to water, food, and safety, demand urgent and sustained global attention. A concerted, international effort is critically needed to work towards a just, equitable, and lasting peace in this region, which has endured decades of conflict and hardship. The voices of those affected, often unheard amidst the larger geopolitical narratives, must be central to any future solutions. This expanded script adds more detail, context, and a slightly more deliberate pace, which should help you reach your 9-minute goal with your AI voiceover. Remember to adjust the speed of your AI voice generator and the length of